All right, well, I just left Family Dollar and I was yelled at. So that was fun. So I got in there and there was somebody on the phone, a younger man talking and pacing around the store. And I was like, I don't know if he works here or not. Like, he was not up by the register. He was just walking. And then as I was looking around, I kind of inferred that he did work there. And then I could hear what he was talking about. And first he was talking about how, you know, he's got this pain in his chest and that the doctors don't believe him. You know, doctors don't believe them anymore. They don't believe us. You know, like, they don't really care that we're hurting or anything. And I'm like, yeah, you know, that sucks when you're young. If doctors think, you know, you're into drugs or something, right? Whatever. And then he was like, yeah, man, can I show you my stomach or something? And the guy on the phone's like, no, man. And he's like, okay, well, how about my nipple? And I'm like, what? Like, he's like talking about how something turned orange on his body and he didn't get medical help. I don't know. And then he just keeps talking, and then I hear like someone come up to the register area, right? Because I can hear him say, oh, okay. And then I hear the beep of the register, like he's cashing people out. He's still talking on his phone though to this person, like having an active conversation. And like the customer says something to him and he's like, oh, what? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, and corrects whatever he did with the customer. And then like the person leaves. He does it again to another customer. And I'm just like, this is shocking. Like, this kid works here and he's just talking on the phone. And then like the stuff that he was talking about. Well, then he's like talking about this guy's girlfriend and like how, you know, girls like certain things. And like, you know, any girl that's been with him for this much must have to love him. And then he walks outside, comes back in, and he's talking about, oh yeah, you know, you got to get in there and be like, ah. And I'm like, what? Like, he's talking about oral sex. And he repeats it. And then he walks outside again. And I'm just like, this guy. And so I'm still looking because I'm finding stuff I like. And I have an hour to kill because my daughter's at an appointment. And there must have been a shift change or something because some other worker came there. And I was like, oh, great. You know, there's somebody else here. So I'm still looking I'm just in the same aisle. I can't even see them. And I decide from listening that these are sane people, you know, the people that came in. It was 2 women. And I'm just like, okay. I go up to cash out and there's one younger girl and then one older woman. And I said, is the guy that worked here gone? The one that was here before? And the lady that was cashing me out, she goes, yes. And I felt an instant wall come up. I should have known from that instant. I should have realized that was his mother. But anyway, I said, yeah, well, the boy that was in here was talking inappropriate. He was on the phone. He was talking on the phone while he was cashing out customers. Like, she's not even looking at me or acknowledging me that I'm complaining, you know, and I'm saying it in the nicest way. I'm not like, oh my God, like, and I'm not yelling or anything, you know, I'm just calmly saying it. And I just said, and then he was talking about like oral sex, you know, and I said what he said, how he said, you know, you just got to get in there and go crazy. And he was walking outside. And so the young girl went outside. I guess he was just outside. So the lady just was like, she didn't even say I'm sorry or nothing. Like, she didn't act shocked. She didn't say shit. And I was like, okay, this isn't good. Well, then the girl comes back in and he goes, that's Cap. He comes walking in and he's wearing like a gator mask. And I'm like, okay, like, I didn't even look at him when I came in because I thought he was just a person. Like, I don't really stare at people. And so he comes in, he's like, that's Cap. I didn't say that. And he's like, what'd I say? I was talking about oral sex. And I was like, you were on your phone and you were talking inappropriately. And he's like, I was on my phone. I'm allowed to be on my phone. That was my brother. Is it because of the way I look? And I'm like, no, sir, I didn't even look at you, because when I came in, I didn't even know you worked here, and you were on the phone the whole time, and you were pacing around, and then you went outside, and then you came back in, and then you were talking while you were cashing people out. And he's just running his mouth, and then he's like, and I said, I'm sorry, and I was just trying to tell two people that weren't acting like that. I said, and he goes, well, that's my mom. And I'm like, I'm sorry. And he was trying to say stuff and defend himself. And I said, well, I'm sure your mom knows how you are. And then she goes, because before I said that, he goes, he's standing right there. He's like, Mom, don't cash her out. Mom, refuse. Just stop. Just don't cash her out, because she's working on my transaction. And I'm like, why? And he's like, Mom, don't do it. And she keeps doing it. And he's like, man, I ain't talking about none of that stuff. That ain't how I am. And I'm just like, and that's when I said, I think your mom knows how you are. And then she was just like, oh, excuse me, I don't think so. And I said, listen, I was just trying to tell someone who gave a shit, who wasn't acting like that. I didn't know this was your son. I don't care that it's your son. And he's like, you can call my manager, you can call. And I'm like, I ain't calling anybody. I was just trying to tell these people here. And the young girl's like, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't know that he would do this. And the mom was just furious. And I left there feeling like shit. I left there looking over my shoulder, wondering if Psycho Boy was going to come out and defend his honor of being completely appropriate while he was at work. Like, what in the fuck? This infuriates me. Is this the standard that we have now? Like, I know it's Family Dollar, but Jesus, like, have some freaking dignity. God. Like, you can't even complain about people anymore because they're going to be all, like, crazy. Like, this guy, yeah, he does not need to have a job there. And he can't even tell the truth. He's stealing money. Oh, you don't know that. But people that can't tell the truth, they tend to do other things, like lie about stuff. I don't like making people mad. And that mama was real mad. But you can't tell me she don't know that her son's lying. It's completely inappropriate. I mean, I guess if I thought about it, I would have just recorded it, but I'm not really a Karen like that. I don't go around looking for people like this. I really try to avoid people at all. Like, I don't really shop anymore. I do online shopping. I do, like, the pick up by the curb shopping. This whole thing gives me anxiety so bad. And now 2 people definitely hate me. I don't think the young girl does. But God, this kid. I just should have known it. I saw her flinch. I saw the wall come up. I saw it. I just thought I had to say something. Like, all those other customers heard it. The ones that he cashed out. Like, and I said, your voice just rings through the whole store here, sir. Like, for real. You can't pretend it. You don't know what the hell you were talking about. You weren't even talking right. You were talking like, I don't even know. It's not jive talk anymore. It's just literally incoherent oofs and ups, like, to be cool. And then what you did say was just completely disgusting. Good luck in life, sir. That's all.